We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. A nice little juke. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down and Golden Go.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam.
Alert, alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Mahomes going to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow.
Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. 65.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds Howard complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Jennings has it. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
50, Mike 50. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Yellow. There's a little lane. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Green 80!
Check 31, check 31. Hey, watch it.
Gun. 14, got it.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
50 foot. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now it's Wilson. Shakes off the sand. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
14.
Mike 51.
You better be afraid of me. What?
From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I know you feel that.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Melvin Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be from 49 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First and 10 at the 20.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This is Jennings. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Attack.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch a slap.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 31.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yellow.
54.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Attack.
I got you, punk.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Completes it to Jennings. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Check. Watch 54. Go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Rosa's kick is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 29, Wilson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on third and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken around the... Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Get him, get him.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught by Jennings. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gary Jennings, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Lindsey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
Now Mahomes. Screen pass to Lindsey. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
0-0-0.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
What? 315.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
What?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson finding Green complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Quick, Mike,
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54.
Watch the slip.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Yellow.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
57 colors, 57 colors.
50.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 43, 15.
On third down, Lindsey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This time Wilson will throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. Looking
for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Wilson. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Drop deep. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bucs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.